We are at Lambeau Field for the NFL draft, which also means we are as close as we're going to be for a long time to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I've gotten requests time and time again to go to the UP. This is when we do it. We're going to try to walk on all the fields, all the rinks, all the arenas. Let's see what sports is like in the middle of nowhere. But first, before we get out of town, we got to see if we can walk into Doug Gottlieb's office, right? This takes us to the Crest Center, the new home of the Green Bay Phoenix this coming season. Is our first door open? Oh, that's so cake. What on earth is the deal with these chairs? That is an interesting entrance. Trophy cases are nice, but I'd kind of think this would be mentioned somewhere. Are we just going to act like this is normal? On the other side of all of this, though, we do have an empty court that I'm actually not feeling great about being open. Yeah, that's not good for us. In the case that it is unavailable, this is the best shot I can give you right now. There's also not any other doors in this hallway to get to the other side of that gym, so we're going out to get back in. After we pass by the practice gym, featuring Tony Bennett, shout out. How about this guy right here? Absolutely not. Okay. Maybe through the gym right here? Not happening either. Soccer stadium over here. Fun fact of the day, Green Bay has a Nordic skiing team. How about through these gates right here, though? This seems just weird enough. I think it actually is going to work. Man, they really keep this place locked up like this on a Thursday. Do we think Gottlieb's inside here right now? He might require some high-level security, especially after going 4-28. Let's get back in one more time, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Maybe through these offices on the other side, we got some stairs or something. Seems pretty lightly occupied. No. Oh, that's pretty cool. Based on the shoes on the floor, I'd like to think he's here. Finally, we have made it to Iron Mountain, Michigan to start our Upper Peninsula tour. Low-key, the sign's kind of beat up. If I brought some tools with me, I would have fixed it. First stop in the UP, into Kearley Stadium. We are days away from May. Look at how much snow is still on the ground. Checking it on the forecast from what I think is the most remote place we have been, it is 44 degrees, 35 degrees real feel. And despite all of this, it is a fully outdoor stadium here that also has phenomenal access. Can't imagine too many people are trying this in the UP. Looks like this snow actually got shoveled off the field. It is covered in turf pellets. Let's get up to this press box and get a full view. At the end of April, man, this has to be horrible in November. Snow aside though, great field, great view. About what I expected from this stadium. Not a whole lot more to see, but we got a little Champions Pavilion over here. Nice little wooden cocktail tables to sit a beer down and watch a game. Maybe I can get in this coach's box? Nope. Let's try the hockey rink next. That's D1. That has to be the best facility here. John McGinnis Student Ice Arena. This is our guy. Think there's some graduation stuff going on today. Might help us get in. How's main entrance? This door looks open. Maybe it's not. Are they actually doing commencement right now? It's a Friday. That'd be weird. Good thing this is a giant building with a bunch of stuff connected. Guys are getting dropped off here. They gotta walk in the door somewhere, right? Boom. I was about to say, there's no way this can be hard. And the rink's just over this way. Wow, this is exceeding my expectations. Full seatbacks for a college hockey arena is not normal. These look brand new too. This is also probably some really good premium seating here. And you got a whole wall of fame behind it. 3 national championships in the 60s and 70s, and 4 runners-up in about the same time frame. All of them won by John McGinnis, who the arena is named after. A little concourse action through here, and a really extensive, mostly NHL wall down here. This stuff right here is what's crazy about college hockey to me. Michigan Tech on the low end has to have at least 30 NHL guys in their history. And there's a good amount of small schools like this with that kind of production. You just don't see that in any other sport but hockey. We're gonna walk up to the commencement stage, Graduating on an ice arena is the most UP thing ever. I love that the boards are still up too. Actually, now that I'm here, I didn't even notice the boxes above me. Let's check those out. Man, this is so nice. Shout out to hockey in the UP, bro. We'll pop in a suite right here too. String lights are a great touch. I want to find a basketball arena now. I think it's somewhere inside of this building. I don't know where, but we're gonna find it. I found the indoor track through this window. We're getting somewhere. And the gymnasium balcony press box tells me it's somewhere through this way. Not through that door though. How about these doors, one floor below? What the hell, man? Guess this is the most we're gonna see today. Brutal run for basketball so far. Oh, in Michigan, we will see you later. Even growing up in Michigan, this is my first time going like all over the place in the UP. And everywhere I've been, I just feel like I'm right off a lake, whether it's Lake Superior or some other lake close by. I also haven't seen these gas stations anywhere but the UP. Finally, after a trek all the way from Green Bay, we have made it to the highlight of this trip. We're gonna see if we can walk on the field at the Superior Dome, home in Northern Michigan. After a quick pit stop at Michigan Tech, we are here a little bit late. It's about 8:45, catching the last bit of daylight we can. It doesn't look like the most happening place, but there is cars, there is light. We do have a chance. For those not familiar with the Superior Dome, we are in Marquette, Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula, one of the most remote places in college sports, and at one of the only arenas, I think only this and the Carrier Dome, that plays football and basketball. Let's try one of these bad boys out. That's not great. That's not great. That's not great. Still though, even on the inside, just a little bit of light. Even though I'm from Michigan, this is my very first time being here. I can't get over how much I love the spikes on the roof. They're one color change away from making this a spiky blue shell in Mario. Only one door handle on this side. That's not great. Nope. This entrance looks nice. I want it so bad. Is this round gonna be any better here? Doesn't seem like it. I just found something on the other side I really like though. Splitting the dome just about in half, we have a catwalk that goes to a completely different building with a completely new set of opportunities. And that building that actually has people walk out of, I think I can get into it. It was these doors right here. Perfect. I think I just walked into a rec center. I'm passing by some racquetball courts and something else over here. It's a rec center. We gotta go. Not exactly what we're going for. We got some more chances right here though. I'm gonna guess that this is a facility. Seems like it's getting used too. Any luck? Not there. Maybe here. No. But on our third try, we are still alive. And while we're over here, they have the basketball arena open. Let's check that out while we're waiting. Actually, just kidding. This is hockey. Still pretty cool to get something on the board though. All seat backs. We got some suites over here. Are they open? Looks like this one is. And we got a light to check this one out too. Love the banners, love the colors. Just a really, really well put together place. And like most D1 hockey schools in Michigan, they have a national championship too. It's 9:20 now. We gotta get moving. Seems like everything here is connected to one building. Maybe I can get to the Superior Dome through the back rooms of this hockey arena. If anything, we can peek into a locker room through here. I take it these are game day locker rooms. These are pretty weak. Nah, this is the locker room. No dice. For being in the middle of the UP, Northern Michigan security is actually pretty good. Like better than I thought it would be. I think back through here is gonna get us on track. And into here. And now as it's gotten completely dark, finally got on our way to that catwalk. I'm saying 50-50 shot that we can get in through here. Here's our first 3 doors. No. No. And no. That is so tough. Well, if we can't get inside, I at least found a view that'll give us about everything. With the field down too, and the wooden roof. That thing is beautiful. If only I came a few hours earlier when there was public walking hours.